Welcome to my channel. Do you feel like your day ends, but your work does not? Do you feel busy, but not productive? Do you feel like time runs fast, and you are always running behind? The truth is simple. Time is not the problem. Not knowing how to manage time is the problem. Today, we will learn how to control time instead of letting time control us. Stay with me, because this can change your life. Chapter 1. Time is not less. Focus is missing. Most people believe they don't have enough time. They say, my day is too short. They say, I have too much work. They say, I wish I had more hours. But the truth is simple. Time is not less. Focus is missing. Every person in the world gets the same 24 hours. Rich or poor, student or teacher, successful or struggling. The difference is not in time. The difference is in how time is used. Many people feel tired at the end of the day, but when they think about their day, they realize something painful. They were busy, but not productive. They moved a lot, but they did not move forward. They did many things, but nothing important was finished. This creates frustration. This creates stress. This creates self-doubt. You may even compare yourself with others. You see someone studying, growing, achieving, and you think, how do they do so much in the same day? This comparison hurts. It makes you feel slow. It makes you feel behind. But the truth is not that they have more time. The truth is that they have more focus. Time is equal for everyone, but focus creates the difference. One person spends hours switching between tasks, checking their phone, doing small things again and again. Another person chooses one important task and finishes it with full attention. At the end of the day, both were busy, but only one moved forward. This is the first lesson. Busy is not equal to productive. Being busy feels good. It feels like you are doing something, but doing many small, useless tasks wastes life slowly. Imagine filling your day with tiny distractions. One message here, one scroll there, one unimportant task after another. Each one looks small, each one feels harmless, but together they steal your day. Most people don't lose time suddenly. They leak time slowly, like water leaking from a bottle, drop by drop, hour by hour, moment by moment. Clarity creates time. When you know what truly matters, your day becomes lighter. When you don't know your priorities, everything feels important. And when everything feels important, your focus breaks. You jump from one thing to another, you start many tasks, you finish none, and slowly your day disappears. If you don't decide your priorities, others will decide your day. Notifications will decide. Random tasks will decide. Other people's needs will decide. And by night, you will feel exhausted without real progress. This is not a time problem. This is a focus problem. So what should a beginner do? First, understand where your time goes. Don't guess. Notice. Observe your day honestly. Where do your minutes disappear? What steals your attention? Is it your phone? Is it unnecessary thinking? Is it small tasks that don't matter? Awareness is powerful. You cannot change what you don't see. Second, notice distractions. Distractions are silent. They don't shout. They whisper. Just check this. Just watch this. Just do this small thing. And slowly, your focus breaks again and again. Third, stop unconscious time wasting. Many people waste time without realizing it. not because they are lazy, but because they are unaware. Here is a simple truth to remember. You don't need more time. You need better focus. Time management does not start with clocks or schedules. It starts with awareness. When you become aware of how your time is used, you take back control. And that is where real change begins. Time management starts with awareness. Chapter 2. Control your day before it controls you. Many people start their day without direction. They wake up, but they don't know what truly matters today. They wake up, and the first thing they touch is not their goal, not their book, not their work, but their phone. One scroll becomes 5 minutes. 5 minutes becomes 30. And before they realize it, their mind is already tired, not from work, but from noise. Then the day begins, not with purpose, but with reaction. They do what feels easy. They do what feels urgent. They do what their mood allows. And slowly, their day controls them instead of them controlling their day. This is the emotional reality of most people. They don't plan their day, so their day plans them. When you don't decide your direction, your mood decides it. If you feel lazy, you delay work. If you feel distracted, you follow distraction. If you feel stressed, you avoid important tasks. And at the end of the day, you feel something heavy inside. Not because you worked too much, but because you did not work on what truly mattered. An unplanned day feels stressful because everything feels random. You don't know what to do first. You don't know what to ignore. You don't know what deserves your time. And confusion creates pressure. But here comes the truth shift. A planned day feels calm. An unplanned day feels stressful. When your day has direction, your mind relaxes. When your mind knows what to do, it stops worrying about what to do next. Clarity removes confusion. And confusion is one of the biggest reasons people feel tired without doing meaningful work. Planning does not make your day heavy. Planning makes your day simple. Many beginners think planning is difficult. They imagine long lists, strict schedules, and pressure. But real planning is simple. You don't need to plan your entire life. You only need to plan your day. And even that can be done in a very small way. Instead of writing 10 or 15 tasks, choose only 3 important tasks for the day. Not everything deserves your time. Not everything deserves your energy. But some things truly matter, and those are the ones you must choose. Here is a powerful truth. If you don't control your morning, your whole day escapes. The way you start your day decides the way you live your day. If your morning starts with confusion, your day continues with confusion. If your morning starts with clarity, your day continues with clarity. A simple plan reduces stress because it removes the pressure of constant decision-making. So let us make this practical for beginners. First, write your top 3 tasks for the day. Just 3, not more. This makes your day feel possible, not overwhelming. Second, fix time blocks for these tasks. Decide when you will work on them. It does not have to be perfect. It just needs to be clear. Third, start with the most important task. Not the easiest one, not the fastest one, but the one that truly moves your life forward. When you do this, something powerful happens. Your day stops feeling like chaos. Your mind stops jumping from one thing to another. You move with intention instead of reaction. And slowly, your confidence grows because you see progress. Remember this simple truth. Planning is not pressure. Planning is freedom. When you plan your day, you free your mind from confusion. And when your mind is free, your time becomes powerful. Chapter 3. Small time habits create big life. Results. Many people are waiting for the perfect time. They say, I will start when I feel ready. They say, I will begin when I have more time. They say, tomorrow will be better. But tomorrow often becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. And slowly, delay becomes a habit. Work is not difficult. Starting is difficult. People don't waste time because they are weak. They waste time because they are waiting. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for mood. Waiting for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment rarely comes. This is why many dreams stay dreams. Not because they are impossible, but because they are postponed again and again. Here comes the truth shift. Time is shaped by habits, not by motivation, not by mood, not by sudden energy. Habits quietly shape your day, and your day quietly shapes your life. Big success is not built in big moments. It is built in small daily actions that repeat again and again. A person who studies 10 minutes every day moves further than someone who studies 3 hours once a week. A person who practices daily improves faster than someone who waits for the right time. You don't need long hours. You need daily action. Many beginners think time management means working for many hours. But that is not true. Time management means working regularly. Small effort daily beats big effort sometimes, because small effort builds rhythm, and rhythm builds progress. This is where small routines become powerful. A routine removes the need to decide again and again. When something becomes part of your routine, you don't ask, should I do it today? You simply do it. This saves time. This saves energy. This saves mental effort. And slowly, your life becomes structured without feeling heavy. One powerful beginner tool is the 10-minute rule. If something feels difficult, don't try to do it for 1 hour. Just do it for 10 minutes. 10 minutes of study, 10 minutes of practice, 10 minutes of learning. Starting becomes easier when the task feels small, and often, once you begin, you continue longer. But even if you stop after 10 minutes, you still moved forward. That small step still matters. Consistency over intensity is another important lesson. Many people work hard for a few days and then stop. They feel tired. They feel overwhelmed. They lose momentum. But consistent effort is gentle and strong at the same time. Time respects consistency. When you show up daily, time supports you. When you disappear for long gaps, time resets your progress. So what habits can beginners build? Start with fixed study time. Even if it is short, keep it regular. Start with fixed sleep time. A tired mind wastes more time than a rested one. Start with fixed learning time. Give your growth a daily place in your schedule. These habits may look small, but their effect is big, because habits repeat. And what repeats grows. Slowly, quietly, powerfully. Remember this final shift. Your habits decide your future, not your plans, not your intentions, but what you do daily with your time. Chapter 4. Protect your time. Like your life. Time is life. And when you waste time, you are not just losing minutes. You are losing your energy, your growth, your chances. But most people don't notice this. They say yes to everything. Yes to every request. Yes to every distraction. yes to every small demand that appears during the day, and slowly their time disappears. Not in big losses, but in small pieces. A few minutes here, a little delay there, one conversation, one notification, one unnecessary task, and before they realize it, hours are gone. This is the emotional reality. People get distracted by devices. They get distracted by people. They get distracted by things that don't move their life forward, and often, they don't even notice it. Time slips away quietly, without sound, without warning. But here comes the truth shift. Protecting time is self-respect. When you protect your time, you respect your life. When you allow everything to enter your day, you weaken your direction. Many people think saying yes makes them kind. But sometimes saying yes makes you careless about your own future. Every yes to distraction is a no to your future. This is a strong truth, and it may feel uncomfortable, but it is real. Time once lost never returns. You can earn money again, you can regain energy again, but lost time never comes back. That is why successful people guard their time carefully. Not because they are selfish, but because they understand its value. So what must beginners learn? First, learn to say no. You don't need to accept every request. You don't need to attend every activity. You don't need to respond to every message immediately. Saying no to what does not matter is saying yes to what truly matters. Second, remove time wasters. Notice what steals your hours. Maybe it is unnecessary scrolling. Maybe it is useless conversations. Maybe it is doing tasks that are not important. Awareness helps you remove these slowly. Third, use time intentionally. Instead of letting time flow randomly, decide how you want to spend it. When you choose meaningful work, your day becomes valuable. Here are some simple beginner tools. Limit phone use. You don't have to remove it completely, just reduce its control over you. Avoid unnecessary tasks. Not everything deserves your effort. Choose meaningful work. Give your time to what builds your future. When you protect time, something beautiful happens. You feel calm. You feel in control. You feel purposeful. And remember this final shift. When you protect time, you protect your dreams. If you stayed till the end, you are serious about growth. You are not just passing time. You are learning how to use it. Like this video if you want to become more focused and productive. Subscribe to this channel if you want to improve your English and your mindset together. And comment below one small habit you will start from today to manage your time better. Remember, time is life. Use it wisely.